Good afternoon. I'm Don Brennan in for Scott Dennis today. Thank you for joining us. Topping our news at noon, we're learning more about 4 Zika cases here in Florida. According to Governor Rick Scott, 1 woman and 3 men likely contracted the virus through mosquito bites in Miami-Dade and Broward counties. These 4 patients would be the first active cases not linked to travel outside the U.S. The Florida Department of Health believes that the transmission of the virus could be occurring in one small area in Miami. That would be just north of downtown. Until now, people with Zika in the U.S. only acquired the disease by travel to a country with Zika mosquitoes or by sex with someone who has traveled and been infected.
Testing of mosquitoes in this area has been happening in this area where the small area for about 2 weeks. While no mosquito traps have tested positive for the Zika virus, the Department of Health is aggressively testing people in the affected area to ensure there are no other cases of this virus.
The governor says Florida likely has the first cases of Zika transmitted by mosquitoes on the U.S. mainland. More than 160 Zika infections have been reported in the U.S. The Department of Health will share more Zika testing results when available. And a news report released by the Department of Children and Families is shedding more light into the death of Northport baby Chance Walsh. According to the report, a mistake was made by a counselor who received a tip the day Chance was born. Last July, an anonymous call was made to the DCF hotline warning them of his parents' drug use. The call was screened but never followed up on because the counselor decided the complaint did not have reasonable cause to suspect abuse. DCF has since moved that counselor to a different position within the agency. Chance's body was found buried in a wooded area of Northport last October. His mother took a plea deal and will serve 25 years in prison. His father, Joseph Walsh, is charged with first-degree murder and will stand trial later this year. Chance was just 9 weeks old. Smoke and flames are all cleared up at Egmont Key State Park. The park is back open today to everybody following a week of wildfires. Although the fire is out, three U.S. Fish and Wildlife servicemen are at the park today monitoring the island. There were no structures that were damaged and there were no injuries, thankfully. The fire was started on Tuesday by a lightning strike and it burned at least 80 acres. So lightning, obviously a problem overnight, and a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning, not a lot of rain, though.
No. We didn't have a great deal of rain, but we're going to start to see more opportunities for rain over the next couple of days. So we're back to normal, you know, normal being that 50-50 chance. So that's what we're going to get. And we're also going to continue to see those very hot temperatures developing, and that's already taking place across the region. Throughout the morning hours, we've seen showers and thunderstorms, and right now we're getting some thunderstorms around the region. We've got across Charlotte County and to our north and east, we're also seeing some rain and isolated thunderstorms taking place at this hour. And later this afternoon, we're going to continue to see the showers building up over the central part of the state and begin to move towards the coastline. It has warmed to 91. We're expecting a 93-degree high temperature reading today. The winds are coming in off the Gulf of Mexico at this point, and as you can see, temperatures already anywhere from 87 degrees up to 92, and expect a high of 93 with a 40% chance of showers.
Thank you, Wendy. Today, Hillary Clinton is hitting the campaign trail for the first time since capturing and accepting the Democratic nomination for president. Election Day is just 101 days away, and the race for the White House is just getting started. ABC's Kenneth Moton is in Philadelphia, where Clinton is kicking off a bus tour.
Today, the Clinton-Kaine Democratic ticket is hitting the road. Last night, it was a historic celebration at the Democratic National Convention for Hillary Clinton.
I accept your nomination for President of the United States.
It was a week of the Democrats trying to offer a stark contrast to the Republican National Convention. Star power, optimistic messages of unity, and striking moments of support for Clinton from military veterans. The father of Captain Humayun Khan, a decorated Muslim American soldier killed in Iraq, has strong words for Donald Trump.
You have sacrificed nothing and no one.
A man you can bait with a tweet is not a man we can trust with nuclear weapons.
As Clinton spoke at the DNC, Trump tweeted, Hillary's vision is a borderless world where working people have no power, no jobs, no safety, he said. The Trump campaign called Clinton's primetime speech an insulting collection of cliches and a speech delivered from a fantasy universe. The all-out war between the two major party candidates is only expected to get worse.
The key voters in this group are those people that don't like and don't trust either one of these candidates and who think the country's off on the wrong direction. And that is where the battle of this race is going to be.
After this campaign rally here at Temple University, the Clinton Cain bus tour will make its way through the battleground states of Pennsylvania and Ohio. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Philadelphia.
Thank you, Kenneth. Now, he talked about trusting either candidate. We spoke to Suncoast residents this morning and got their thoughts on both conventions. Is Donald Trump still their top choice? Do they trust Hillary more than they trust Trump? Here's what one woman had to say.
I think they're incredibly well scripted. The speaker, I mean, it's just very well organized. I don't like Trump at all, but I'm not comfortable with Hillary Clinton either. So I think between now and Election Day, I'm just going to be watching and listening and seeing if there are possibly other candidates.
And as we said, that next election day is the general election in November, 101 days away. The Sarasota County School Board is facing a series of sexual abuse lawsuits. They stem from sexual abuse in two different middle schools. The first alleged incident happened in the media center at Booker Middle School nearly 3 years ago, where a boy sexually assaulted a classmate. He was charged with lewd and lascivious molestation. The second alleged incident was said to happen 2 years ago at Brookside Middle School. This case involved a 15-year-old boy grinding up against an 11-year-old boy in the locker room to laughs from other students. And they say the victim screamed for help, but no one came to his aid. The parents are holding the school board responsible in both incidents, and 2 jury trials will go to Sarasota Circuit Court in December. A balanced budget for the next fiscal year depends on Northport's choice of health insurance. A proposed $126 million budget is currently balanced and only stays that way if the city changes their insurance coverage from Cigna to United Healthcare. If the city stays with Cigna, they would have to cut out $360,000 to the general fund or take money out of reserves to make up for the higher premiums. Public hearings will be held to discuss the final budget in September. And this weekend, it may be your only chance to see a man locked inside a beer box. Sarasota's Evie's Tavern on the Range will be hosting their Mick in the Box Lockathon fundraiser. How it works is the general manager, Mick Cohn, will lock himself in a refrigerated beer box and collect pledges based on how long he can withstand the cold. The temperature in the box will be a very chilly 39 degrees. Proceeds from the fundraiser will go towards the Sarasota Police Foundation. The fundraiser is tomorrow afternoon from 3 until probably 9. It actually goes till 9. Whether he stays in the box that long, we'll see. T-shirts and all beer box sales will go towards the foundation as well. Time now to check in with ABC7 Culinary Director Judy Gallagher, and she's joining us today from Oak and Stone Restaurant in Bradenton.
That's right. Welcome to Oak and Stone. We have waited a long time for this beautiful place to open up, and you're going to love it as much as we do already. From the minute you walk in, you smell the aromas of the barrels. You're going to love coming here. 2 wood-burning stoves that are rocking out some homemade pizza, and as you can see, a variety of great homemade food. This is your place to come, maybe watch a sports game, enjoy some music, and definitely enjoy the beer. I have my Oak and Stone bracelet on, and you're going to get to meet one of the owners who's going to guide us through the whole tap system. You can build your own flights, and you can have a ball, but most of all, you can just chill out and relax at this great new location on University and Honore. And stay tuned because we have a lot of great food, great hard cider, and brew to come.
Stand out in your new wild Lexus. Now is your golden opportunity to lease a new 2016 Lexus ES350 for only $329, or enjoy 0.9% APR, just $329, exclusively at Wild Lexus of Sarasota on Clark Road.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
US Med has great news for anyone living with diabetes. If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, US Med will ship a new glucose meter right to your home.
And shipping is free.
My new meter uses only a speck of blood, so it's less painful than my previous meter.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, you're covered with US Med. We're welcoming new patients, even if your current provider can't supply you anymore.
I don't even have to test on my fingers anymore. I can test on my hand or forearms, and it's more accurate than my old meter.
So call US Med today, and you'll have a choice of 2 great meters.
One that actually speaks your results, or a meter so small it fits on the bottle of strips.
Act now, and US Med will include a free prescription discount card. We'll also send you a free diabetes cookbook. This is your opportunity.
So call US Med today.
You'll be glad you did.
Are you one of the millions of Americans suffering from chronic knee pain, arthritis, or osteoarthritis of the knee? Have you been told knee replacement surgery is your only option? Then call the number on your screen and see if you qualify for a breakthrough treatment that is helping people like you find relief from knee pain without pills or surgery. This innovative treatment utilizes an FDA-approved product that replenishes the lubricant in your joints that may be lost over time or as a result of injury. This all-natural lubricant is introduced into the knee where it creates a cushioning layer that protects the joint, helping it to move smoothly and without pain. This emerging treatment is covered by most insurance, including Medicare, and is considered by many to be the first major breakthrough for relieving knee pain in years. So if you're tired of living with knee pain, call the number on your screen right now to see if you may be a candidate for this emerging knee pain treatment. It might be the knee pain treatment that changes your life and gets you back on your feet for good.
Stand out in your new wild Lexus. Now is your golden opportunity to lease the bold new 2016 Lexus RX 350 for only $419, or enjoy 1.9% APR, just $419, exclusively at Wild Lexus of Sarasota on Clark Road.
Beginning to build across the area right now. Out in the Gulf of Mexico, we have some showers, and we're also starting to see some of the rain beginning to build up over the central part of our viewing area. So we're going to continue to see this type of activity throughout the rest of the day. We do have a 40% chance of rain for the afternoon hours. We had some showers and thunderstorms that moved onshore throughout the overnight period and into the early morning. You could hear the rumblings of thunder early this morning, and right now we're starting to see the same type of thing developing. So we've got showers and thunderstorms to our north. We also have these rains down here to the south, out in the Gulf of Mexico. Most of the movement is south and to the north and east, so it's spilling on into our area. And later on this afternoon, we've got the sea breezes coming on in, so we'll start to see the showers forming here across the central part of the state. As the sea breeze dies down, those rains will transfer over to the west coast, so we'll see some showers continuing to develop throughout the rest of the day. Right now, we've got some heavier thunderstorms well to our north over Hillsborough County, portions of northeastern Manatee County, and parts of Sarasota and Charlotte County now getting the showers, but very widely scattered, mostly isolated rains. At the airport, it's 91 degrees, plenty of sunshine there, so they're seeing their temperatures warming up and those winds coming in right off the Gulf of Mexico. And it's hot everywhere around the state. We've got temperatures in the 90s. The central part of the state in Orlando already 94 degrees, but we've been getting some good rains down here in Miami, and so therefore their temperatures are a little bit cooler. And you'll notice here across our region, we did have some showers recently over Parrish. Their temperature just about 15 minutes ago was about 85 degrees as a result of a recent rain band that came through, and now that is now beginning to warm up just a little bit. On Anna Maria and Longboat Key, they're getting the benefit of that west-southwesterly wind, so they are seeing the benefit of the cooler temperatures from the Gulf of Mexico. Not much colder, though I will say the Gulf water temperatures are in the 90s. Well, we've got more rain now in store for us over the weekend. That dry band of air has now moved away, and we've got a 40 to 50% chance of rain in our forecast. Because of the more recent rains that we're going to be seeing, our temperatures will only get into the low 90s, not so much into the mid 90s as we've been getting, because we'll start to see more showers helping to cool things off. And the tropics, that's starting to get a little bit more active as well. We've had a series of waves that have moved into the Atlantic. We're looking at two areas in particular. The one here is the one that's a little bit closer to us, obviously, and it is showing some signs of development. The thing is, it's moving so quickly, 30 miles per hour to the west, that there's only a 20% chance of any development with this system. And this is what it looks like for our forecast models, bringing it into the Gulf of Mexico well late and advanced in the week. But what we are going to be seeing is a lot more in the way of moisture taking place. The secondary system here, you can see the spaghetti model showing that it's also going to be primarily moving off towards the west, and we've got a 40% chance of that system developing. And of course, we'll keep you informed as to what's going on out in the tropics over the weekend. What we've got going on, though, is we've got temperatures back up into the low 90s, a 40 to 50% chance of rain. Don?
Thank you, Wendy. New at noon, a recall is in effect for a popular car seat as Combi USA is recalling more than 39,000 of its car seats because they can transmit too much force to a child's chest in a crash. According to government documents, the problem happens when the seats are installed in a forward-facing position and secured only with a vehicle lap belt. The recall covers certain seats with a model number of 82-20, manufactured between January 1st, 2009 and June 29th of 2016. In health news, for mothers, the sooner you start breastfeeding, the healthier your child will be. The United Nations Children's Emergency Fund says breast milk is a baby's first vaccine. They're urging mothers to do more to start breastfeeding their newborns within an hour of birth. According to the agency, about 1 in 2 newborns don't get breastfed within the first hour after birth, and this deprives them of nutrients. Antibodies and skin-to-skin contact are also deprived. Newborns account for nearly half of all deaths of kids under 5. The agency says getting more newborns breastfed the first 6 months of life could save over 800,000 lives each year. And the next time you're feeling stressed out, you may want to pick up a coloring book. Experts say a few crayons and blank pages could be an important key to de-stressing for us grown-ups. Adult coloring books are becoming very popular, but they're not like the ones we find in our kids' room. Adult books are incredibly intricate and more complicated, meaning they require more focus and concentration, which is meant to help you relax and de-stress you. There could be some social benefits to it as well.
There's a whole social aspect where people will gather and color. And what's amazing about that is that you can focus on coloring, but yet you can be social in talking.
No matter what format you choose, remember coloring is personal to you, and it's definitely a way to express your creativity. We have 2 cute pets who are looking for families. We'll introduce you to both of them when we return with today's Pet of the Week. And a trip out into space can make us feel more than just queasy and lightheaded. Details on new research found on space travel. That also is coming up.
Mom needed more care than we could provide, so we called Granny Nannies. She now has around-the-clock caregivers, and we have peace of mind. Thanks to them, she's where she belongs, at home.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? ABC7 has the information you need. Access our special Surviving a Hurricane now. Learn how to prepare a readiness plan and survival kit. Know your evacuation route. Be prepared, Suncoast, when severe weather threatens. Access our special on our ABC7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, AND services.com.
Attention! This is an important message for anyone who had an IVC filter placed to prevent blood clots from traveling to their heart or lungs. Did your IVC filter move, break, or cause organ damage? The FDA warns that IVC filters may cause serious complications, such as heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, even death. If you or a loved one suffered serious complications, call IVC Filter Helpline now. You may be entitled to compensation. IVC filters are designed to prevent blood clots. If your IVC filter moved or broke and you suffered heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, or if a loved one died as a result, call IVC Filter Helpline today. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone. Call IVC Filter Helpline now.
Please call 800-897-6764. That is 800-897-6764.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, it's all about getting more for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. Stop by to see our new state-of-the-art showroom today, and you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet, a new 2016 Subaru Forester, for just $229 a month. Complimentary maintenance included at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. At Granny Nannies, we provide your loved ones with the care they deserve, compassionate and experienced help right where you need it most, at home. Visit us at GrannyNannies.com.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Welcome back. We have new pets to introduce you to who need loving homes. This time it's two cats from Cat Depot. Wendy spoke to founder of Dante's Den and host of Animal Outtakes, Marsha Panucci, about today's pets of the week.
Well, I have Tiffany. And you have Squiggles.
I have Squiggles.
Oh my goodness, and Marsha Panucci is here with me. And these are kitties from the Cat Depot. And they are gorgeous.
Oh, these are really, really lovers. Squiggles is about 2 years old, as we can determine. And look at that face. She loves everybody. She loves laps, she loves couches, she loves arms, she loves people, and she loves other animals. She is just absolutely perfect. And they tell me that she also loves to ride in cars.
Really?
So, yeah, so she's the perfect companion.
Oh my.
Yes, and look, she's just so calm, and she's got the most gorgeous, gorgeous eyes. Yes.
They both are, aren't they?
And you have Tiffany.
I have Tiffany.
Now, Tiffany is a little bit more independent, although she loves your laps and she loves couches and so on. She's still a little bit more independent. She's going to get where she wants to get and stay there. And she loves you, Wendy.
Oh, I have to say, she is purring. I don't know if you can hear her, but she is purring. And she's got the most beautiful green eyes. And she just looks around at everything. She doesn't stop for a minute. She's constantly looking around, very curious as to what's going on. And these came from a rescue, right? Is
Yes, they do. They're right now they are in a happy home at Cat Depot, but they are looking for their forever home. You know, Cat Depot does such a wonderful job with our little precious kittens. They have 155 of them now, Wendy, for adoption, so they could use a little help.
Yes.
And these little guys need to find some wonderful homes. But how would you not want this
Well,
little
look at how
kid?
calm.
Yes.
I mean, you're talking about two cats that just came in. They're just meeting us for the first time, and as calm as they can be, and they're very, very gentle, and they're just delightful to have.
Right.
They relax you. They just relax you, don't they?
They're just hugging in, and now my Squiggles is beginning to purr, so I'm thinking we're doing some really, really good work here. We're just so proud to have Cat Depot with us. You know, so many of us try to rescue the cats, but they specialize in the cats and the kittens, and they do such a marvelous job. And you know, they're over there on 17th Street.
I was just going to say, and there should be a number on your screen that you can call for more information. Remember Tiffany, remember Squiggles. They need a forever home.
Back. Let's get back to Chef Judy. She's joining us from Oak and Stone Restaurant in Bradenton. Judy?
Well, you got an inkling of what the food's going to be like, and we'll get back to that in just a moment. But now I want to learn a lot more about the beer. So Brett, one of the owners, walk me through how we do it here at Oak and Stone.
All right, so Judy, the first thing we wanted to do is we really wanted to create a fun, inviting atmosphere. So when families, individuals come through the door, they feel welcome. They're going to have a very fun experience in here. But primarily, our main focus is 56 tap beers.
Ooh,
and we
that's
also
a lot.
We also have 2 wood-burning pizza ovens. So we're very high on beer and pizza.
Can't go wrong with that, my friend.
It's a very good combination.
So I have this great Oak and Stone bracelet on loan that they gave me when I checked in. Let's start at J. Dubs, one of the local breweries, and tell me what I need to do with my bracelet.
Well, first, so when you walk in, if you want to drink, we're going to give you a bracelet. You take your bracelet, you come over here. First, you can read about the beer. So the J. Dubs it's American IPA infused with the flavors, aromas of blueberries. A very good fruity beer. It's an India Pale Ale, but if you want to take a sip, put your bracelet up, green light comes on, put your glass up to it.
And you can pour as much or as little, up to 40 ounces.
Exactly. So you actually get charged 1/10 of an ounce. So you can pour as little or as much as you want.
You can have your own little beer party going on here.
It's a lot of
so
fun.
can I try one?
Yes, go for it.
Okay, so tell me about this beer right here.
Wit beer is a little bit different of a beer. This one, just give you a quick pour.
Oh, it tells you how to pour.
Shows you how to pour it. If you go back.
Sorry, I keep playing with
That's
everything.
okay.
So you poured
So this
6.2
this
ounces.
tells you exactly how much beer you poured. You poured 6.2 ounces.
That's great.
The next time you go back up to a beer, it will actually tell you how much available pours you have. So when you first get your bracelet, you're preloaded with 40 ounces. So you can go drink as much, little as you want. If you hit 40 ounces, you just talk to one of our servers. They want to make sure you weren't overserved, and then they can reload you with more beer.
I just love this concept, and I'm wondering if I put my bracelet up, can it also answer my emails?
We're coming. That'll be soon. That'll be soon.
I like it. Thanks so much, Brett. There's beer taps outside and a pool table, and you're going to love it. Let's get back over to the table and have some good food now.
On the next Black Almanac.
For those of you who continue to wrestle with who you might vote for by reasoning that both candidates are equally as bad, let me say that no matter what you think of Hillary Clinton, under no reasonable assessment is she just as bad as Donald Trump. With Trump, it's tough to know if he will try to unite the country or blow it up.
Sunday morning at 7:30 on ABC 7. Record-setting hot weather means your AC is working overtime to keep your home cool, which can lead to high bills. That's why we're bringing in the energy experts from Florida Power and Light Company. Watch ABC 7 News from 5 to 6:30 this Tuesday to get your questions answered during the FPL Ask the Energy Expert phone bank. From smart technology to free online tools, learn how to save energy and money only on ABC 7.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
Florida Studio Theater presents The Roommate by Jen Silverman, now playing through August 7th. Brooklyn meets Iowa City when Sharon finds a sensible roommate, but it's far from what she expected. Don't miss what critics are saying is laugh out loud funny, with unexpected turns and emotional depth. The Roommate is now playing through August 7th. Purchase tickets now by calling 941-366-9000 or visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
Live from our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is ABC 7 News at noon. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. I'm Don Brennan, in for Scott Dennis. And a late-night shooting in San Diego left a police officer dead and another fighting for his life. The shooting took place last night around 11 o'clock as the officers made a routine stop. The police chief says almost immediately afterwards they called for emergency backup. There's no information yet about why the officers were trying to make that traffic stop. One officer was killed and the other was injured in the upper torso. He underwent surgery this morning and is expected to survive, but the chief says he will have a long recovery. The San Diego police have one suspect in custody for the shooting and other possible suspects are being sought. More than 15 years after Chandra Levy's murder, the case is once again cold. The man convicted of killing the Washington intern, who was romantically linked to Congressman Gary Condit, is now no longer facing those charges. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has the latest on this stunning announcement by prosecutors.
Today, authorities asking if not this man, then who killed Chandra Levy? Prosecutors now dropping charges against Ingmar Guandique, convicted of murdering the 24-year-old Washington intern in a park in 2001.
And our wish is that the right person, whoever did what they did to my daughter, and we get answers.
Guandique, an undocumented immigrant from El Salvador, was convicted based on a jailhouse confession. A retrial was scheduled for this fall after prosecutors admitted they withheld evidence that raised questions about their main witness. And now prosecutors say charges should be dropped due to recent unforeseen developments that were investigated over the past week.
It sounds like now these U.S. attorneys have lost even more faith in this same witness who was their key witness in the case.
Before the decision, Guandique's attorneys raised new allegations into Levy's married boyfriend, former California Congressman Gary Condit, claiming a sex act gone wrong led to Levy's death. Condit has long denied responsibility.
Did you kill Chandra Levy?
I did not.
Condit's lawyer issued a statement overnight saying the failure of authorities to bring formal closure to this tragedy after 15 years is very disappointing, but in no way alters the fact that Mr. Condit was long ago completely exonerated by authorities in connection with Ms. Levy's death. It's important to note prosecutors never named Condit as a suspect, and they're not saying he's a suspect now. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, New York.
To follow up now on the murder case of a former Chicago police officer, Drew Peterson is expected to be sentenced today in a murder for hire case. In May, a jury found him guilty of trying to hire a hitman to kill a lead prosecutor in the 2012 murder trial of his ex-wife. Peterson was convicted of her killing and is already serving a 38-year sentence. If he is given more time today, Peterson faces up to 60 years in prison. Even if he receives the minimum time, he would spend the rest of his life behind bars. He is due to get parole in 2047 at the age of 93. In Michigan, 6 state workers have been charged in the Flint water crisis. Charges include misconduct in office, neglect of duty, and various conspiracy counts. Flint's drinking water became contaminated when the city switched to using the Flint River as its water source for more than a year. This is the second round of charges related to this crisis. In April, 2 state regulators and a city employee were charged with evidence tampering and other offenses as well. And overseas, Pope Francis is paying his respects to the victims of the Holocaust today. Pope Francis visited the Auschwitz concentration camp in Poland. The Pope prayed for more than 15 minutes and met with several survivors. He then carried a large white candle and placed it at the death wall where prisoners were executed. The Nazi German death camp is responsible for the death of more than 1 million people, most of whom were Jews. Now back here in the States, the Big Apple experiencing some big flooding today. New Yorkers trudging through waters up to their ankles this morning, and taxi cabs were nearly underwater. Most of New York City's boroughs and Long Island are all under flood advisory and a flash flood watch today until about 4. Heavy rain and flooding is also swamping nearby New Jersey as well. So it's rain, rain everywhere, but not a drop to rain here in the Suncoast.
That is so not
to paraphrase.
It's so not true. We had rain this morning. Didn't you hear the thunder this morning?
I heard the thunder all night and lightning all night, but when I went out to my car this morning, dry.
Yeah, it was just a little bit of rain that came in. But we did get some showers that moved on in throughout the morning hours, and now we've got another round of rain that we're going to be expecting for later on this afternoon. We have a 40% chance of rain back in the forecast. Other showers and thunderstorms have been forming out in the Gulf of Mexico. Some of them are going to be moving onshore, but for the most part, what we're going to be experiencing later today is that the sea breeze is going to come on in. It will set those showers up right at the sea breeze line, which will be east of I-75, and then eventually those showers start to move back towards the coast during the evening hours. So we've got isolated thunderstorms right now across the region, and we also have plenty of sunshine out there, allowing for many places to see their temperatures already in the 90s, 91 degrees at our airport, west-southwesterly winds, and we're looking at temperatures all around the area with the exception of just a couple of spots reporting readings in the 90s, already 93 in Sebring, and also, I can't read it anymore, Lake Placid, 93 is also reporting 93 degrees. So 93 for our daytime high is the anticipated high.
All right, thank you, Wendy. And a little later, she'll tell us if it's going to rain on Friday Fest at the Van Wezel. I'm sure it won't because it never rains at Friday Fest. Now, radiation in deep space could pose serious health risks for astronauts. Researchers from Florida State University found there is a link between space travel and health problems, especially for the heart. It's due to radiation in space, which is different than radiation here on Earth. They found a number of Apollo astronauts like Neil Armstrong suffering from heart disease. Of those who flew missions in deep space, 43% died from heart disease. Researchers say the findings are promising, but more is needed before we start planning missions to Mars.
The window between now and potentially when more humans will be going into deep space is getting short. So our hope for this is that it can really stimulate more people to be interested in doing this type of research.
That may affect John Scalzi's decision to go to Mars on the civilian ships. Now, they hope their research is enough to encourage further studies on the matter before any trips are taken to Mars. And speaking of Mars and all things space, happy birthday, NASA. The agency that inspired Americans to venture beyond this world turns 58 years old today. It's amazing, pretty amazing what they've done. In consumer news, if sales don't pick up, the Boeing 747 could be no more. The company says it could stop producing its legendary jumbo jet if orders don't pick up. Boeing previously announced it's cutting production from 12 jets per year down to 6 beginning in September. The aircraft made its commercial debut in 1970. More than 1,500 have been delivered, but interest in the 747 has fallen as airlines shift to smaller two-engine aircraft in order to save on fuel costs. Before going out of commission, Boeing has at least one more high-profile 747 order to fill. In 2015, the Pentagon announced the next generation of Air Force One would be a military version of the 747. Let's get back to lunch with ABC7 Culinary Director Judy Gallagher. She's out at the Oak and Stone on University Parkway in Bradenton.
We've had some beer. Now let's learn about the great food with my friend and co-owner Joe Seidensticker. Joe, it's great to be here. And I think you have a nice table of food for me today.
I agree, definitely. So let me describe some of the dishes.
Great.
We're kind of going for a cool, American tavern type feel with some pizza, with the pizza being the main focus. So I'll get into the dishes. We've got our wood oven wings here. They're cooked in the wood oven, finished in the fryer, tossed with a hot sauce butter and topped with blue cheese. Can't go wrong there. Got an amazing burger. This burger is topped with our special sauce. We've got some onion petals and American cheddar on top, served with great crispy French fries.
And burger and a beer is just so Americana.
Absolute combo you gotta have. We've gone as far as to put a meatloaf on there, a special meatloaf at what makes it special, it's made with bison. And of course, you got to top it with a sunny side egg and some great mashed potatoes.
Oh, you have to.
American comfort food at its finest.
It really is. Now let's talk about the two pizzas you prepared today.
So the pizzas we did, I grabbed a couple of off more of the artisan menu. We tried to take some really cool flavor combos, put them on a pizza. This one's actually our baked potato pie, which, you take all the great fixings that you get on a classic American baked potato and put it on a pizza. And it comes out with an amazing product.
For St. Patrick's Day, I need you to save me a seat to have a baked potato pizza and a couple Irish beers. Get all the Gallaghers.
Sold, done, absolutely.
And
this
how about
one,
this
this one's a little fresher option. It's made with rotisserie chicken that we make here in house. Pine nuts, goat cheese, spinach. A little healthier option, topped with some balsamic. We got the classics as well, pepperonis, sausage, and just some great takes on those American classic pizzas. The sauce is great, the dough is great, but simple. We do one size, 10 inches, and they've been taken really well. People are loving them, and they complement the beer really well as
They
well.
look great, and everything is made in-house. Let's get to the lollipops, because that's a lot of fun.
Just a fun little appetizer, mozzarella lollipops. This is some mozzarella we make in-house, bread it with some flavored breadcrumbs. Deep fry it, and you dip it in some marinara.
This ain't your grandma's mozzarella sticks, I'm just saying. And finally, a
The last
tribute.
thing we've got is our meatball sliders. You can't go wrong. We've got some fried mozzarella on top, our great pizza sauce, and then they're on the little King's Hawaiian roll. Finish it off. So it's a great complement to the beer.
And full bar.
Cocktails, absolutely full bar. cocktails, beer flights. We're also offering a great flight menu as well, so of bourbons and everything else. So
A flight menu of bourbons, beers, and so much more. What more could you want? Dessert. And I'll be back in a few minutes to show you what they have.
Hi friends, I'm Linda Carson from ABC7 and the Suncoast View. Bring your blankets and your dance moves and join me July 29th at the Van Wezel for Friday Fest on the Bay. Reggae band Ja Mufa will be grooving on stage playing feel-good music guaranteed to make you dance. We'll be outside the Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall with food, friends, and fun until the sun goes down. For more information, call this number or visit vanwezel.org and the Suncoast scene page at mysuncoast.com.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring. Looking for carpet? Look no further. Minnesota Flooring has Smart Strand carpet as low as $1.79 per square foot. Installed, no add-ons or extras. Unbelievable? Minnesota Flooring can have in-stock carpet installed in your home in 48 hours for as low as $1.99 per square foot. Don't miss these prices. Visit Minnesota Flooring today.
Looks like we're getting another new neighbor.
Now you could be the millionaire next door. Play Monopoly Florida Edition scratch-off games with a top prize of $5 million. The Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
We are looking at increased cloudiness now taking place. We had lots and lots of sunshine around, and we are getting pockets of that as well. But we're starting to see more cloud cover out there. There's a greater chance for rain showers for this afternoon than we've had in the last couple of days. So we're now up to a 40 to 50% chance of rain for later on today. We're starting to see the West Coast peppered with some of these thunderstorms that have started to develop. And we had showers in the overnight hours into the morning hours, and we've been seeing off and on showers throughout the morning. And now that the afternoon is here, we're going to start to see that sea breeze coming on in, setting the showers up along the central part of the state. And as the sea breeze dies down, those showers will start to drift on back towards the coastline. So we've been getting some showers, thunderstorms that are isolated, more rain popping up out here in the Gulf of Mexico. So just be prepared. You could run into some stronger thunderstorms and some isolated showers around the area. It's already taking place across the region. Right now, our temperature 91 degrees at the airport. Our dew point is 75. The humidity is 59%. And the winds are coming in right off the Gulf of Mexico at around 8 miles per hour. Around the state, we have temperatures in the 90s at this hour. The warmest reading is in Orlando at 94 degrees, but we're getting awfully close to that in Sebring and Lake Placid. 93 is reported there. And along the coastline, we have temperatures in the 90s, 88 in Englewood, 86 on Longboat Key. And if you go farther inland, of course, it's starting to warm up, except where it's raining, and that's helping to cool things down. But keep in mind that that dry weather that has been sitting on top of us for the past couple of days has come to an end. Now we're back to normal. We've got that 40 to 50% chance of rain for the rest of the forecast period. We've got more rain for this weekend coming up with that 40 to 50% chance, and with the highs now climbing into the low 90s rather than so much the mid 90s as we've been seeing, because there hadn't been any rain to cool us off. So that's going to help to cool things off a little bit, getting those showers in. And the tropics, they're starting to get active too, because the drier air from that Saharan dust has finally come to an end pretty much, and we're seeing these waves coming off the coast of Africa. We've got this area here, this one here just to the south of Cape Verde Islands. Both of those are showing some signs of development. This is a close-up look of the one that's closer to us. It continues to move towards the west, but it's moving so fast, 30 miles per hour, that the chances of development have been diminished because of that. And now we're looking at just a 20% chance of development over the next 5 days. But as it moves closer to us, we're going to start to see more moisture spreading in across the state of Florida. The secondary one here, just coming off the coastline, is continuing to move towards the west. There's a 40% chance of development here. The spaghetti models are showing it moving westerly right now. And again, we'll keep our eyes posted on both of those systems. But you can see that the Atlantic temperature, the Caribbean temperature, and the Gulf water temperature certainly warming up from 83 to 87 degrees. Right off the coastline, we're at 90 degrees. We've got those scattered late day storms for later on today. If you're going to the beach, the temperature at the beach is expected to be 89 degrees, and the Gulf water temperature has just cooled a little bit to 89 degrees as well. This is what we can expect over the next couple of days through the weekend. Highs back up into the lower 90s with a 40 to 50% chance of rain. Don?
Thank you, Wendy. Very oppressive heat, and it can really get to you this time of year, but ABC 7's Linda Carson has something for you to do for some relief in today's Suncoast Scene.
How I Got Over It is a musical that will help you beat the summertime blues. How I Got Over It, the West Coast Black Theater Troupe, through August 14th. The story is filled with gospel music, high energy, full of hope and joy. Want to escape the heat and all that political hot air? At the Venice Theater, you can travel to Never Never Land and watch Peter Pan soar.
Peter flies, yep. We had our flying company come in and train her, and she's, you can't even tell that it's machinery and wires. It just looks so natural, and she's out there flying around, as are the little kids as well.
At the Venice Theater through August 7th. Join me here behind the Van Wezel Friday from 5 to 9. I'll be your MC for Friday Fest on the Bay. Bring along a towel or a long chair to sit in. Don't bring a cooler, but there is plenty of food and drink to purchase.
We're going to have Jaw Movement, reggae band performing. Local town hero Chantel Norman fronts this band. They're a great band. They provide wonderful atmosphere, a lot of family fun, and just great music.
It'll rest your mind and renew your spirit.
In this day and age, when everybody is so stressed out with everything that's going on, this is an evening of pure joy and wonderment, because there's going to be fantastic music. People get up and dance, kids run around, so many adorable dogs.
Saturday is the last day for the Summer Circus Spectacular inside the Ringling Museum in the historic Oslo Theater. The show only lasts 1 hour, and it is fantastic.
You know, you have Dolly, who's so beautiful in the air. They call her, she's the queen of the air, and like, that's true. And then you have Sergei and Sasha, like, are you kidding? That little girl, she's adorable, incredible, so talented. Then we have the great juggler, and we have the Gauchos, who are one of my favorite acts to watch, like ever. They're so much fun.
Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
And this weekend, you can catch an inspirational documentary about autism. The documentary is titled Life Animated, and it's showing today at Regal Hollywood Theater in downtown Sarasota. It tells the incredible story of how Disney animated films over the time changed the life of a child with autism and the way his family was able to communicate with him as he grew older. Life Animated is receiving a lot of praise from critics. For showtimes, contact Regal Hollywood 20 in Sarasota. And the State College of Florida is going all Harry Potter on us this weekend. Tomorrow, the campus bookstore will be hosting a release party for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and 2. It's the latest book in the J.K. Rowling's magical series, and the book picks up 19 years after the Deathly Hallows ends. Party activities include a costume contest and wizarding games. Partygoers will also get a Hogwarts acceptance letter and a piece of Harry Potter birthday cake. The release party starts tomorrow at 9 at night at SCF's bookstore. And despite what you've heard, there are going to be more sunny days for the Sesame Street gang. It's been a long time coming, but Eddie Murphy is finally coming back to the big screen. We'll tell you about both coming up in entertainment.
From a baby's first steps to walking your daughter down the aisle, so many of life's precious moments are spent on our feet, and every step you take contributes to a healthier heart. By walking briskly for just 30 minutes a day, you can lower your risk for heart disease and stroke. So join us and take the first step to a healthier, longer life. The American Heart Association. Life. Life is why.
Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? ABC7 has the information you need. Access our special Surviving a Hurricane now. Learn how to prepare a readiness plan and survival kit. Know your evacuation route. Be prepared, Suncoast, when severe weather threatens. Access our special on our ABC7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop head that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Just because someone grows older, does that mean they have to grow apart from their friends or from the things they love to do? With Right at Home, it doesn't. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to help with personal care, housekeeping, meals, and most of all, staying engaged in life.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I sure am.
We can provide the right care right at home.
It's been a great visit. I'm gonna sip my Southern Tier Creme Brulee beer. That's right, that's dessert. And enjoy a little oven roasted apple tart with cinnamon ice cream and a classic cheesecake. I like the size of these desserts because, you know, we're a little full now that we've had some pizza and Kobe meatloaf and roast chicken and an awesome burger. But to have a nice little sweet treat, especially to go with this particular beer, is a really great way to end it. As I mentioned, there's indoor and outdoor. In fact, you can even rent the patio for a private occasion. They have a pool table, plenty of TVs, and they have taps outside as well. I think Oak and Stone, well, it took a long time to get built. We're so glad they were patient enough to bring it to us because I think this place is gonna rock it out. Great food, great service, great beers, and a really comfortable environment. And creme brulee beer. I'm going to send it back to you guys.
Thank you, Judy. Sesame Street characters Bob, Gordon, and Luis aren't going away anytime soon. The children's show is actually keeping the 1969 original cast. At first, the show decided to let all the original cast members go. We heard about it yesterday. That was since moving to HBO. But now a spokeswoman for Sesame Street says all 3 would continue to appear on the show, and all is right in the Sesame Street world. After 4 years, Eddie Murphy is finally returning to the big screen, but it's not for comedy. In Mr. Church, Murphy plays a man hired to cook for a dying woman and her daughter. The indie drama hit theaters in September. And it's Jason Bourne versus Bad Moms at the box office this weekend. Matt Damon's return to the franchise is looking at a first-place finish around 50 to 60 million bucks. The raunchy R-rated comedy Bad Moms might finish in second or third place behind Star Trek Beyond. And imagine seeing this guy pulling up next to you in traffic, a U.S. Army specialist taking Marvel obsession to a whole new level. He's riding around dressing like the character in Deadpool. Even legally changed his name to the comic book character. He's now Evo Deadpool, but unlike the Marvel hitman, he's not a mercenary on a killing spree. Instead, he says he uses it to uplift and make people happy.
Smiles on kids' faces and makes everybody happy, so yeah, good for him.
Him in a suit, and it's really, really cool. Yeah, he actually looks like Deadpool.
Even though I'm in the helmet and you can't see my face, I'm smiling ear to ear the whole time.
Make someone happy. When he's not being Deadpool, the Army vet and father of two works as a mechanic and plays paintball on the side.
Wow, life is good for him.
You know, if you can just make at least one person happy or smile, it's all been worthwhile, right?
Isn't that great? Well, I love Jason Bourne. I love that franchise.
I know, you want to go. I want to see Bad Moms.
That.
It's supposed to be crazy.
Oh, really? No.
Crazy funny.
No interest in it. And I want to see the Meryl Streep movie. The Meryl Streep movie where she's a singer that's just dreadful. I can't wait. That's based on a true story. I can't wait to see that, too.
Yeah, no, I'm big on Bourne. I read all the books, but I'd much rather read the books than watch the movies, although I do love Matt Damon.
I love Matt Damon, yeah.
Thank you very much. We'll see you out at Friday Fest tonight at the Van Wezel from 5 to 9. Have a great weekend.
On Animal Outtakes, every week, it's a new animal adventure. From meeting curious lemurs to feeding big cats and hosing down rhinos, there's never a dull moment. And sometimes these amazing animals chime in. Tune in to Animal Outtakes to find out what they have to say. Watch Animal Outtakes this weekend on ABC 7.
Hi friends, I'm Linda Carson from ABC 7 and the Suncoast View. Bring your blankets and your dance moves and join me July 29th at the Van Wezel for Friday Fest on the Bay. Reggae band Jah Mufa will be grooving on stage playing feel-good music guaranteed to make you dance. We'll be outside the Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall with food, friends, and fun until the sun goes down. For more information, call this number or visit vanwezel.org and the Suncoast scene page at mysuncoast.com.